Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're back in AFK Journey, and in today's video I wanted to give you my top tips I have for the new season Song of Strife. Because we've been playing since the launch, which was on the 10th of May. Even though I'm on a server which is a few days after the global launch, it was soon enough that it managed to get the new Song of Strife season with everyone else on May 10th. And now at the end of day 6 of the new season, we've been pushing as hard as we can, and there's a lot of new content in the season and a lot more to come. So I want to just talk about what is most important for you to do so that you make good uses of your resources, and so you have an idea of what to expect when the new season launches. And if you have limited time, what is the best way to spend your time in order to not get too far behind of other people and remain competitive. So there are a lot of things in place which actually allow you to be competitive even when you can dedicate a lot of time to grind this game in that first week. But if you can grind in that first week, then you're going to be able to get to an account level like we have here. But we have purchased the secret travelogue and the bonus 20 stages, because you kind of need to do that if you want to compete at the highest levels and try to rank high. And so we did purchase that, and we purchased the growth pack as well, which is a good deal for the recruitment tickets. It's in the shop. It's like the 3000% value. It gives you 110 epic recruits over the course of completing all the AFK stages. It unlocks over time. And we've only made it to AFK stage 298, and we've been pushing hard. And it's just that the new AFK stages of this season are going to be harder to push compared to the previous, like basically the initial launch, where I think within the first week, I'm pretty sure I made it to like the 700s of AFK stage. It's a lot harder to get that higher stages here. Now, the first and most important tip is that when the new server is launching, you should have an idea when the new server is launching on your server. Other people might be able to tell you, or you can just count how many days that the final push rewards have been going on for, because they should be lasting for 14 days. Then when the new season is coming out, you want to log in to your game as quickly as you can on that new season day. And when you have the quest in Holystone, immediately accept the quest. It will initiate, like basically launch the season for you, and you'll go and move to the new season area. And it's only after you move there that you begin generating the different currency of the new season. And specifically, the most important, just like here, is hero essence. So if you look at the AFK here, the hero essence you're going to be generating is going to be here, and it's called season essence instead of hero essence. So you need to get the new quest, and you need to move to the new season before you're generating any of this. And this is the most important resource, just like before. It's what is going to cap you and prevent you from leveling to higher levels. Season EXP is not really at all of a problem, other than if you're spending a lot of money and you're getting a lot of extra season essence, then maybe it can be a problem for some people. But for the most part, if you're not spending huge amounts, you're never going to run out of season XP, but you are going to get capped on the season essence. So another thing, after you've then done that, as quickly as you can, this is really where you have to dedicate time. Try to get to AFK stage 66 as quickly as you can. And you might be thinking, why 66? That seems like a strange number. Is it just arbitrary I'm saying that? But no, it isn't. Because when you begin the season, and just like in our global launch, but it's actually even more like magnified here, or even more important, in the beginning of the season, you're going to be getting around 900 to 950, I think, season essence per day. I can't remember exactly, but it's somewhere around that amount, like at AFK stage 1. When you go to AFK stage 66, that goes up to 1550, about almost 1500 to 1550, which is like over a 600 jump in season essence just by doing 66 AFK stages. And it's that initial jump, and so that's why you want to get to that point as quickly as you can, because then for you, the rest of your time playing, that is your floor you've set. You're going to be generating that much season essence or more, and that's how you really can kind of keep up with other people. And this is the great thing about this game, because after you push that stage, AFK stage 66 for example, and let's say you can't play actively, you can't push through the campaign like everyone else is pushing, you don't have to worry, because you're going to be getting that 1550 essence per day. And here, even after we push to 298, which is like hardcore playing, buying the travelogue, doing all of this stuff, we're still only at 1694 season essence per day. So it's not even like 150 of a difference. And I'm pretty sure these numbers are correct. You can check for yourself, but I'm almost entirely sure these are correct. So this is really just like, and then even if you're sitting there AFK stage 66 for the whole week, it doesn't matter. You can gradually progress through the story, take your time and enjoy it if you want. And or you can push hardcore like me and like treat it like a full-time job, and then you can get to this point. But I mean, there are other advantages of pushing which you won't get for not pushing, but in terms of the season essence, you will not fall far behind. If you can just get to AFK stage 66, then gradually you can keep pushing the stages. It's not that important. Okay, so now we come to the different game modes. There's so many new game modes here, but the most important one is probably the Supreme Arena. And this is a really important thing that you will have to do, is the Supreme Arena is open from Wednesday to Sunday. So initially, and it only opens up once you hit a certain AFK stage. So again, you're going to need to push AFK stages a bit to unlock this. I think 135 is somehow ringing a bell, something like that. But you can see for yourself in your like menu. And once you unlock this, you want to attack in it, and if you are beating the challengers, because it's going to be full of challengers, and the challengers are pretty weak. Like it will be difficult for you to compete with them if you're just like in the first few days of your game. But now that we're on day 6 and we've been playing actively, you can beat every challenger, even the top ranking, like rank 1 challenge. Oh, this is the wrong arena. But even the rank 1 challengers, they're not strong at all. You can beat them. It's not like the other arena from the global launch, like that initial arena we had where some of the challenges are really difficult. Here it's pretty easy once you get to like level 140, because that's when this mode kind of caps. Like it says, look, I have level 144, but actually my hero level is 160. You basically get 2 extra levels above 140 for each 10 levels of your resident or your hero level. So 140 is really the cap. Once you get to level 140, you can easily clear all the challengers. And then what you want to do is use all of your refills. It does cost diamonds to do the extra 7 refills. I'm not using the next one because I think even if I use it, I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get into the top 50, and the top 50 is the only better rewards we can get. Maybe I should try to do that. But like once you get to these higher ranks, the amount of ranking points you can get, like they don't offer you a challenger that far above you. So that's basically the thing. You just have a limited number of attacks and for that first day, but then after that it's going to even itself out. So refresh on that first day to get up there to the daily rewards, to start generating these great rewards. The most important reward in my opinion is the arena coins, but also this the Twilight essences are kind of nice, although I do still think they are nowhere near as important as temporal essence. But now there are a lot more ways of earning these. So and maybe, I don't know, in the future will they have exclusive equipment skills for plus 20 and plus 25? Maybe if they do, then these will be really important. But until then, I don't see them being really strong. So like you can see, we just did not even all 7 of our attacks, and we've made it into the top 100. And you can do this once you're level 140, and then you can get these extra 600 arena coins per day while the seasonal arena is running, the Supreme Arena, which on top of your arena rewards, it depends on your ranking, but then you're going to be generating a lot of this arena currency. And this is really important because you can buy a lot of great S level heroes from the arena shop, and that will help you getting more Supreme Plus heroes, eventually getting more Paragons. And so it's really important to begin getting that arena currency as quickly as you can. So this is an important thing as well. And use your refills. It's a wise thing to use your refills to get up into those top ranks. And then in the following days, of course, you don't have to use them. You just have to try and maintain your ranking, which doesn't require anything other than if people keep knocking you out. Okay, so apart from that, the Legend Trial is pretty much the same. Dream Realm is different, and this is something you're going to notice and be really shocked by. I was really shocked by it when I first came here. I'm like, it's not the regular bosses you have. The Lone Gaze was the first boss we had. And I think it probably will be the case for all of you on your new season. So, but you have experience with the Lone Gaze in the past. You can use heroes like OD, Coco, Smokey, and then I think I used Merrily and Thorin. That was basically the team I used, which is very similar to the team I used for the original Primal Lord. And for Alpha Bear, it will be the next day. And for him, like again, like Coco, Smokey, and OD are going to be your key 3, and then on top of that you can substitute out other heroes. But OD is also now, so there was so much controversy because people they changed the boss's damage reduction to have increased damage reduction but reduced increases in physical magical defense. So that's kind of a nerf to true damage dealers, because the damage reduction is going to apply to everyone, but the fact that the defenses are going to be kind of reduced, but then the damage reduction is going to be increased, it weakens the true damage dealers compared to the non-true damage dealers. However, it's still like Merrily is a top hero to use, and they clarified like in following updates that once you're in endless mode, which is at the end game stage, like when you're at level 240 or above on your heroes, then you're going to still have Merrily doing really well and true damage dealers doing really well over the course of the fight. But in the early game, OD and other maybe non-true damages are better, but still I've had a lot of success with Merrily. My Merrily's built up, so if you have a Mythic plus Merrily with plus 10 exclusive equipment, you will be running her still in most of these Dream Realm bosses. And the other good thing is that because it's reset, I've been able to finish in the top 10 again, because I don't have Rainier Mythic Plus yet, but Rainier Mythic Plus is not so useful right now. He's useful in the end game, like endless mode, when you just need all the maximum damage output possible. But right now, that tankiness and those level pushing is going to be valuable. The really cool thing, and this is one of my favorite things about what they've added to the season, is they have done what I wanted them to do, and I've mentioned in a previous video, is they've added a way to get Temporal Essence. More Temporal Essences for everyone, and also a really easy way to get Temporal Essence for even free-to-play players, because free-to-play players can easily rank in the top 15%, and you're going to then be getting 2 Temporal Essence, or this is top 15% of the district, but it's still basically top 15% of everyone playing, and you can get then 2 Temporal Essence per day, every day. And even if you can't get that, if you're in the top 75%, which even casual people will be able to get, you're still getting 1 Temporal Essence per day. And then, so basically now there's a way for everyone to earn Temporal Essence, not just the top 100 of the leaderboard. And of course, if you can rank in these top, then you can get 6 per day if you're in the top 10, but now basically the fact that you can get 2 just from being a competitive free-to-play player, maybe even 3 if you can rank in the top 100 of your server, you're going to be getting quite a lot of Temporal Essence, and now you just have to use it wisely. That's how free-to-play players, you just have to be smarter with your resource allocation and wait for other people, like the people who are spending, to test out combinations, like especially if you're going to invest in a PvP hero, wait until it's really clear which are the best options to invest in. Same with Dream Realm heroes, like we know it's clear Merrily, OD, Corrin are key Dream Realm damage dealers, although now there was like the slight nerf, but still they are still the top damage dealers and worthy of your investment. So that's basically Dream Realm talked about. We've talked about the AFK stage. Arena, people have kind of not focused on the regular arena as much because of the fact that the rewards from Supreme Arena are really good. Do not neglect the regular arena, because the regular arena rewards are also really good. Like the daily rewards you get from here, 700 per day if you're in the top 20 channel, even top 100, 630, which is going to be about the same that you're going to get from the Supreme Arena. So together, you're going to be getting close to 2,000 per day, because you also have on top of this, the rewards you get, they increase the coins you get by a percentage based on your mystic collection level. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Battle drills is going to be important to get that gold, because you can earn gold by doing that, and I've run out of gold. And this is what's going to happen, like when you're progressing through the game, you're forging a lot of equipment, you're buying from the Iron Forge shop. So let's just go to the Iron Forge shop. It is over here in Ashen Waste 2. There's usually someone always on top of... Wait, is it here? No, there's usually always someone on top of it, so it can sometimes be hard to find. But each time you open up a new area of the map, you want to go back here, because a new set of equipment will be for sale here, and it's above your level that you're going to be at, and it will be like a great way to power up your account. So you want to save enough gold in order to do this, and now I'm going to be running out of gold. I won't be able to do this tomorrow, because most likely tomorrow we're going to be able to get into Crimson Highlands 3. So that is pretty much it. So the key thing is AFK stage 66, push it as quickly as you can. Another thing on top of that is you want to use your instant refills, as many as you have per day. So use all the diamonds for the refills, all your free attempts. It's best to use it towards the end of the day or after you've done your pushing. But look, the difference in rewards from even like 20, 50 stages, it's not so important. Like let's just compare it here. We're really looking at Season Essence, because Season EXP is not going to be limiting you. So 1694. If I go 50 stages up, which would take honestly like 2 days, 1719. That's like That's like 25 per day. So it doesn't even matter. Like as soon as you log in, honestly, just to save your time, and this is what I'm doing now as well. Use all your instant AFK attempts. Use your daily quest. All of the because you get the 8 hours of hero essence here, and then just level up your heroes as much as you can, and then you can just push more easily through the campaign, through more AFK stages, and it's just going to be easier for you if you do that and make better use of your time. Because it's not always just about squeezing out all the optimal things. It's also about making good use of your time. You don't want to be sitting here playing the game for like 5 hours a day. Which, yeah, I mean... So don't basically be overwhelmed by the new season. Just get to AFK stage 66 and take your time. If you want to just push as far as you can, then by all means you should do that, because that is like, for example, getting the top 10 in Dream Realm or ranking high in Dream Realm in these early days, it is going to need that hardcore grinding, because you're going to be leveling up more, you're going to be getting more equipment from the campaign stages if you do the hardcore grinding. But just basically know you're not going to fall far behind if you can just get to AFK stage 66 and start doing your instant AFK attempts, doing your daily quests, and then just getting your daily AFK rewards. That is pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anything new in the Emporium shop. There's just more ways of getting the currency. There is this thing, but I do not recommend, do not buy these trial licenses. There's too many things you want to buy here, and honestly, I'm thinking I might even not buy the stargazing tickets, because like when you calculate it, you're gonna need to spend almost 5 times the amount you would need to spend on an S level copy just to get a guaranteed Celestial Hypogean. So that's a 5-to-1 ratio. You could have 5 copies of an S level hero, or you could have 1 Celestial Hypogean. And honestly, I'm doing it for Rainier to get a Mythic Plus as soon as possible, but after that, I think I'm going to stop buying these Stargazing tickets and just focusing on getting all of these heroes Supreme Plus, then all of them to Paragon. Because you're going to need 25 heroes at Supreme Plus, and then you're going to need 20 to Paragon 1 until you can get Paragon 2, and it's going to keep going like that. And the thing is, the endgame PvP, where as we progress, is going to need Paragon heroes, because you get those rivalry stats like it's energy it's basically like you get more energy generation, and you also reduce the allies. I think you get more energy generation when the ally hits you, and you cause any enemy to gain less energy generation when you hit them. You also have a damage boost and a damage reduction for PvP areas, and so like that's really strong. And if you want to compete with other people, you're going to need to eventually get to the Paragon tier. So it's kind of important to focus that. And like I said, the Stargazing tickets from that shop, it's just really expensive. Like if you have amazing luck with them, yeah, definitely would be amazing. But if for the most part, it's going to take you until pity most times to get that. And then it's just an insane amount of thing you have to spend to get that. But that is pretty much it. I mean, there are new artifacts. The artifacts I've been using, I really like Light Heal spell. I feel like it's much stronger than the previous heal spell we had, and I used it a lot in Dream Realm bosses for survivability. I used it a lot in AFK stages. As for the AFK stage, I'm using to push. It's my resonating circle over here, which is the standard Iron Nuke team. I use that to push, but don't run Arden and Damien until they're Mythic Plus if you want to try this team, and don't try to run this team until all these heroes are Mythic Plus. If you have a few of them Mythic Plus, you can sub out other ones with things like Rowan or Smokey or other healers. But yeah, I've been pushing with this, but you can also push with like the Mauler team, OD and Brutus, Coco, and Smokey, and Antandra. That's a really common team, or like sub and Rowan there for sometimes. You can push with that team. A lot of people push with that, so you don't need like this team of Iron Nuke team. But if you have it, I like it, and I use it on autoplay, and it does pretty well. And it is also my arena defense, so that's the other thing. That's how we're managing to get into the top 20 of arena pretty consistently. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for this video. I don't want to make it too long. I just wanted to cover some of the key tips I have. And I'm sure there are things I missed and other things I'll be covering in future videos, and hopefully now we'll be uploading daily again, because now everything's set up for me. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because we're going to be uploading daily AFK journey videos again. Another just quick note is that our guild has become some inactive players in our guild. And I think this, with the new season, there were quite a few. There were 2 people who went fully inactive who were our top players, Andrusius and Diamond. If you watch previous videos, you'll know that they were some of the top contributors to our guild. But the rest of us are still going pretty strong. There's just some people who are a little bit inactive, but hopefully they come, like Greet is 1 day off and Dark Angelo. Yeah, there's some 1 day off is not an issue because like you can still come back. Like, I mean, if it's 1.5 days, you can still do your dailies and then leave and, you know, have that time. But if it's 2 days offline, you know there's something wrong. People should not be gone for 2 days because then they're missing out on the daily stuff. And so yeah, I think the new season has overwhelmed some people. So that, I guess, was to be expected. So we're having a little bit of tough time. And also because, like, you know, once you have your guild like kind of locked in place right now, there are hardly any other people joining your guild. So I have to pretty actively keep messaging in the server chat. And also I've changed the mode to just automatically like let people join automatically, no requirement of approval, because the thing is I'll be offline for most of the day, and then if I come and they've been sitting there for like, I don't know, hours, they might have joined another guild. It's happened to us a few times, so that's why I decided that. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. So a lot more to come. Like, I mean, the new mode, which is the Legend of Jura trial to get the charms, that's going to be very exciting, and this is going to come out in 2 days and 6 hours, and you have to have AFK stage 305 to get it when it actually launches. But gradually over time you will get to AFK stage 305. Like, as an example, we're almost at 305. We will definitely get there tomorrow, and our resonating level is 160. So you can take that kind of like an example. Like, if you can get to resonating level 160, that, or 170, that should be enough to pretty safely get to that level. And for the arena as well as Supreme Arena, level 140 is what you want to hit, and then you're pretty much like, you're going to be out stomping the challengers and on equal footing kind of with all other players. Like, even if they're like, even let's say the level 200, after 140 each 5 levels counts to 1 level, so that would be 60. So 60 divided by 5 is 12. So they would only be 12 levels higher than you, 152 to 140. So they'd be beating you. But basically the difference is shrunk. The gap is shrunk, just like in the regular arena we have, the non-seasonal, where it's the difference is really, really shrunk by 10 levels. 10 resonating levels only gives you 1 level. So there you can compete with people who are even a lot higher than you in resonating level. But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And until then, everyone, peace out for now, and I hope you guys are doing well in AFK Journey.